Welcome back to Mustache Moto. It's Ben. Today we're going to talk about staying warm on the bike. But there are a ton of videos on how to dress to stay warm. Watch those. This is what to do if you're out riding and it starts getting colder and you're getting cold on the bike. So if you maybe hit higher elevation, maybe a front came through, maybe it's getting later in the evening, temperature dropped more than you expected, you're starting to get cold. So first you want to take action quickly. It's a lot easier to stay warm than to get warm. So remember that and do anything you can to keep yourself warm before you get cold, and things will go a lot smoother. My go-to is rain gear. I always keep extra rain gear on the bike, and if I start getting cold and don't have anything else to put on, I put it on over top of my jacket. And I also put on my rain pants over my riding pants. That gives me an extra layer of wind protection. It seals in extra air and airspace. Keeps me much, much warmer. Makes a huge difference, and since I always have them on the bike, I always have that option. All right, this is an old school trick, but it really helps keeping you warm, and that is stop at a store and support local journalism. What I mean is you stop and you buy a newspaper and you put that in your jacket underneath. Right in the chest, it's going to block any wind that's seeping through your jacket. It's also going to add an extra layer of insulation. Now, if you don't have a place to stop and get a newspaper, what about a post office? If you're in a small town, these Priority Mail bubble wraps, they're fantastic. They block the wind. They've got air pockets in there. It's going to keep you warm. I believe it's a federal offense to take these unless you're going to mail something in them. So I'm sure when you get home, you're going to use them for the post office, right? Right. If not near a post office, Amazon box. Anything you can add in here is going to add some bulk, and that's going to help keep the airspace in there and keep you warm. All right, we all know a nice hot cup of coffee is going to warm us up from the inside. Now, I can't drink nearly this much coffee, but what you do is you get a huge cup, and then you find an empty soda bottle. Take the bottle, careful of your fingers, fill it full of nice piping hot coffee, or if you're camping, you can use your stove to heat up some water. You don't want it quite boiling. It's going to make the bottle shrink real quick if you do it too hot. Get the top on it. Make sure it doesn't leak. Drop it right down in your jacket. That's going to provide an hour or more of warmth radiating from the inside. That's going to make a huge difference to how comfortable you are. A couple of things to be aware of. Don't buy the store name brand or the store brand water bottles that are real thin and crinkly with a little short top. Those leak. They can't hold that heat and that much water. They can leak on you. You don't want to get wet. So get a real soda bottle, or if you keep a metal water bottle on your bike, you can use that too. I always keep a couple of these on my bike. These are umbrella bags, the kind you see at a Walmart or a store when it's raining to put your umbrella in, but they're perfect to go over your socks and inside your boots. That is going to block out any wind that might seep through. They're nice and long. You can even pull them up your leg. So it's going to block the wind. It's also going to trap in heat. Now, a bonus with these is if your boots ever get wet and flooded, you can change into some dry socks, put these on, and then when you pull your boots on, your feet are going to stay dry. And if you saw, I had 2 rubber bands, right, wrapped around that. These you just put over your boot, and you put them around the cuff of your pants. That keeps any air from blowing up inside of your jeans or inside of your riding pants and keeps you a lot warmer. Thanks for joining me here on Mustache Moto. I hope you remember these 5 tips the next time you're out on a ride and start getting cold. If you've got other ideas, put them in the comments below. I'd love to read them, and maybe I can do another episode if I can get some more great ideas. Now, get out there and ride.